Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Boogered Up podcast. We're going to make this intro short and sweet. This is Steve Harvey's white uncle, Chris Harvey, everybody.
Hey, my man.
All right, dude, we were hitting fire, and I'm like, fucking start this episode up, bro. Let's just go. How you doing, dog?
I'm good. What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Good. Except for studio
chilling.
flooding. We're tight. Thank you for donating a rug to us, you said.
Yeah. I'm going to need something.
When it came down here, it was like Shrek Swamp, bro.
Yeah? Shrek Swamp is way better than this, first of all. Donkey would not stay here, is what I'm trying to say.
Come on. Man.
I'm just joking.
Be all right.
No,
bro, I appreciate that, Rose. That's so funny.
That's funny. Do you like Shrek? You seen it?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk like adult here?
No, this is only a PG.
This is Christian.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, never mind.
I'm
I can't
totally fucking kidding.
No, me and my girlfriend was just doing Shrek quotes the other day, but we kept changing the punchline to pussy. So like, this is my pussy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a pussy master.
In the morning, I'm making pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
I like that. Okay.
Just like,
Pussies have layers.
That works a lot.
it works for everything in the movie.
I'm the pussy master.
Yeah.
Master of pussy.
When they're leaving and getting Fiona, she's like, no, it's this way. He's like, I gotta save my pussy. You know what I'm saying? There's so much you could do.
Golden.
Then you know when he's going to Duloc and they have the song.
Yeah.
It's like Duloc it, pussy is the greatest
I
place.
hate that.
Ooh, let's
That's
do
gonna
that
be
again.
in your head every time now.
Yeah, as soon as the fucking stupid little thing goes up, the fucking thing is a pussy.
Yeah, bro, it works for the whole movie. We did
The whole fucking
blue pussy, red thorns. Blue pussy, red thorns. Okay, don't die, Shrek. Okay,
Not the pussy drop buttons.
I'm telling you, it works for the whole movie.
Dude, I love that.
Dude, I hope to God I never see that fucking movie again. Because I swear to God, the whole time I'll be like, man, if they said pussy right there, that'd be so good.
Oh, you're a pussy dragon. Okay. Okay. I'm telling you, the whole movie you could do it.
I'm a real pussy.
That was That's a nice pussy. I like that pussy.
Get out of my pussy.
There's so many.
Oh,
You could do the whole movie like that, man.
What would be another good movie you could do that to?
Please don't.
Turn another child.
I'll
movie.
fucking torch all my movies, dude. Shrek is such a good movie, bro. I used to play that video game, and all I could think about was my childhood with a controller in my hand with
Smash it.
everything with pussy as it. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I used to play the fuck out of Shrek 2 on the Xbox. That
Dude,
original
it's a good
Xbox.
game, bro.
Fuck yeah, bro.
It's okay, bro. You could do it. You could do it with that. Simba. Everything that the light touches is your pussy. just before sunrise, he's your pussy. Okay.
Oh man.
You could do it with that. You could do it with any movie.
That made my fucking face hurt. God damn it. We're only like 4 minutes in. I'm going to throw up this episode for laughing, bro.
Ooh, wee.
I'm telling
Damn
you.
it. All right, man. Well, listen. Chris, you're a comedian based out of where are you based out of?
Man, I'm based on the road at this point.
On the road?
That's just what I say. I'm from Akron. I lived in Atlanta for 2 years. Then I moved to Louisville for a little bit. And
How
now
was Atlanta?
Atlanta was cool. I liked Atlanta.
Hell yeah. Well,
Atlanta's dope.
I know a buddy that did haircuts down there in Atlanta.
Okay.
You know him too. Yeah, he cuts my hair. It's been a while since I've got a haircut. Don't do anything stupid. I know he's thinking his head. Everything.
Hey,
I
that
say
was
something
rude.
He's gonna roast me.
I didn't.
He's gonna
that
roast
was
me.
rude.
I'm not a bully.
I saw them.
No,
the kids
bully
a
him.
little bit.
I'm not roasting you.
Oh, dude, no! You should have been here earlier. Bitch.
Why?
Bitch.
What happened?
This man was defending me for not being able to say jewelry.
And then he was like, he's saying jewelry. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. He sound like everyone in my
he
family.
said it
like
perfectly
I know
fine.
exactly.
He said it perfectly fine the one day. He's faking it this whole time.
I ain't faking it. I wonder if I ever
He said it
that
perfect the one day.
What's the one day?
Bro, I don't remember. I smoke a lot.
Why are you here?
Honestly, I don't even know what I did yesterday besides work. I know I went to work. I don't even know what town, though.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Fuck.
This is what we do on every podcast. I'm gonna start letting every fucking guest know too. Whenever he says something outlandish, you just look at me. You turn to like, hey, what the fuck you say?
What did he say?
Don't look at me. Face that on.
got-
Face that head on.
Do they look at you usually and be like, "What?"
Yeah, they look at me and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I don't have an answer for you."
No, I know
this guy.
No, that's funny. I'm glad that you're
I'm
here.
in my own little world, though.
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you moved. So you were in Atlanta. Where else did you reside at?
I lived in Louisville for a little bit, like 4 months maybe.
How crazy was the parties down there?
I don't do that stuff, so I don't know. I ain't go out. Even in Atlanta, people made fun of me when I lived in Atlanta. All the comedians, they're like, "You live in Atlanta, but you don't live in Atlanta," because I was never there. Like when I was there, I would just play Call of Duty with my friends back home, and then I never went to open mics. I never did comedy out there. I only did comedy that I was paid for. So then I would just go on the road and then come back to Atlanta and live there. It was really pointless.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
But I made a lot of connections out there in the acting industry, so that made sense. I did a bunch of music videos for like.
Nice.
You probably never heard of the people. No, I did a music video for.
What does that mean?
You guys, I mean, you don't listen to rap.
I do.
Oh shit! You listen to rap.
Do you know who 42 Doug is?
Dog, come on, bro. When we started this pod, when he dropped the album 2021, what was the album called? I don't remember what the album was. We were just listening to it on the car.
Name a 42 Doug song.
Best Friends.
Free me.
Okay. So
Best Friends was our shit.
Have you heard the song with him and Roddy Ricch?
Yeah.
I was in the music video.
What?
42 Doug and Roddy Ricch. It's called For the Gang.
Yeah.
You were in that music
I was in the music video.
I love that music video.
You know,
Because it's in the, it's in a restaurant. Right?
huh?
Is it the beginning scenes are in a restaurant?
No,
right?
it's a fucking police. It's like he's being interrogated.
Okay, I remember just.
And it's in a junkyard.
Okay.
Are you guys a fan of them?
Yeah, I like 42 Doug.
So that music video I got cat. It was the first music video I did, and I was on set. It was at a junkyard. I was like hillbilly number one, but I was like the main hillbilly. Like so, nice. Like they're like, "Oh, you're the star for the day." All this stuff. So I'm there from 8 a.m. till like 4 p.m. And they had like I want to say 100 people there that was entourage.
Okay.
Between 42 Doug and Roddy Ricch, and so we're at a junkyard, right? And I do my scene with them, my first scene, and it's like I'm on a couch in front of a trailer, and 42 Doug sits on the couch and leans on me, and I'm like, "Oh, this is dope." They get photos of it, you know. And so we're sitting there, and they're doing playback, and during the playback, I'm dancing, trying to make like other people laugh, a little like, you know, the cast and director, all that stuff. I'm making them laugh, and I look up, and the entourage started shooting at each other. They started just firing at each other with guns. So then I don't know if I was the first person to run. but I definitely feel like I was one or two. So we're at a junkyard. We're at a junkyard, and so I turn around to take off running, and because I'm a big target for bullets, so I run, and I immediately am faced with a junk hill. So I run up the junk hill, not knowing that the back of it is a 10-foot drop off, and I run straight over and just tumble down the bitch, right? So.
on like metal and shit.
On metal and junk,
fuck,
right?
Oh.
So I run and hide behind a bulldozer, and it's like 10 minutes go by, and like people are like starting to come back, and they're like, "Oh my God, Chris, did you get shot?" And I was like, "I don't think so, did I?" But my arm is like tangled up and stuff, and I like hyperextended and dislocated my elbow. So like shit. I was messed up. So I feel bad. So like anyway, like that all happens. Like they arrested people, two or three people got shot, and they refilm it in L.A., right? Mm-hmm. And they only take me and two other actors out there to L.A. Yeah. So the two other actors they took were two kids. They were 10 years old. So they were on set with me. And when it first happened, the girl, she was 10, was sitting in a barrel because that was her part. She had to shoot a fake gun in a barrel. Okay. And I was standing right next to her. And as a man, you always go, "Oh, something happens, I'm going to save the women and children." And I didn't think of anybody else but me. So in LA, I met the mom, and I was like, "Hey, I just got to apologize. Like, I didn't grab your daughter or nothing like that. I'm so sorry." Like, she was stuck in the barrel. And she was like, "Chris, I'm not going to lie. I was standing right there, too. I forgot I had a daughter for like 20 minutes.
That's so good.
She said, "I left." She said, "I left And she was like 20 minutes later, I was like, oh, fuck, my kid's here. And so she like, some guy went and got her. So
Oh my god.
she's like, so don't feel bad because I'm a piece of shit mom. I was like, okay, all right then.
Oh man, dude,
Yeah, it was fun. So
that's super sick though.
yeah, I know.
So you were part. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that music video.
I'm in it. Like that's not.
in it?
I'm in the whole music video from front to finish. There's at least 20 shots of me.
Dog, that is
Belly
so
out.
That's so sick.
They go, hey Chris, what size shirt you wear? I was like 6XL. They hand me a 3XL, and I go, this won't fit, and they're like, we don't want it to. I said, okay, this is the stupidest video. So when we was in LA, we were shooting, and I'm funny. I'm trying to make everyone laugh. So I'm making the cast laugh. I'm making the cameramen. I'm dancing. I'm twerking the whole day.
Hell yeah.
I go up to the director and I make a joke. I'm like, hey man, whenever you want to film me twerking, just let me know. He was like, oh, we about to do that right now. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, oh, I'm sending everyone to lunch. You've been dancing. We gonna get on film. So he sends everybody to lunch except for me, him, and the cameraman. And we go into this garage area, and they play the song for 9 minutes straight. There's a video of me just dancing, just twerking. I'm shimmying and shit. I'm lifting up the shirt, doing sexy shit to the song. It never made the video. It's not in the video at all. He has it and he won't send it to me, and I'm like, bro, let me get that. And he won't. He has not said. He said he every time I talk to him, he's like, I'll send it, and then he never sent it. But there's 9 minutes of me just twerking to that song, just me just fucking it up, just the 4-2 Doug and Roddy Rich.
So I know this, so I do the cuts for the media for the social media. One of them's gonna be about how you did that, and the other one's gonna be a battle to try and find this 9-minute video so we can all watch
Yeah,
it.
bro. Need
I'm
that.
making that shit a clip. We gotta find this video and sit down and watch it together.
Man, I bet it's great because
I would imagine so.
I take direction really well, and he was coaching the hell out of me. He was like, "Yeah,
There's no
go
way you're
harder."
fast in that, dog.
Yeah, he
You're
was like,
putting
"Go harder."
50%
He was like, "Ooh, do that again," and I was shimmying the camera. The camera was right here on my cleavage. Like he was just like, "Keep going, go harder." And I was so tired afterwards because I was fucking it up. I was
Just 9 minutes.
Yeah, 9 minutes straight of just dancing.
That's
Holy
sick. No,
shit!
that's sick. First, I got two things. First off, that's super sick that he had that opportunity. Second off, he looked at us in this room and went, "Nah, y'all don't know." Man.
He did. Thank you
Yeah,
for bringing
bro.
that up.
I was waiting for all this fun to end. So I'm like, dog, he just totally looked at us and went, totally like.
I mean, okay, yeah, I would say Morgan Wallen. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know.
I don't like Morgan Wallen.
Well, you dress like him.
I know.
That's a good one.
I can't fight
You and him have the same barber who lives in Atlanta. That guy. Yeah. Call back. You're welcome.
I gotta get this cut off. Actually, I was thinking, I gotta get this mullet cut off.
That's all right. I don't know. I don't know. I get into trouble a lot with how much I fuck it up though. I used to date this girl. Do y'all not be twerking in public? I used to date this girl and she used to get mad at like embarrassed. She didn't like scenes. And we went to a nice restaurant. I got a reservation, and there was a song that started playing. I was like, "Oh, this is my shit!" And I started like, she was like, "Christopher, stop it!" And I was like, "What? You don't want me to fuck it up right now?" And the next day, she quit talking to me. She said, "We're two different people." I was like, "Cause I was fucking it up."
I was fucking it up.
Scared. She was scared of the movements.
Movements.
She's like, I can't compete with that.
Ocean wave.
Not a girl I date. She'll start throwing one. She's like, "Go ahead, baby, fuck it up." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
I love that energy.
Yeah. It's cool.
You're gonna end up being on a whole lot more videos than just that one. It's
Oh, yeah.
Like, every time we go to a bar, I'll be like, "This motherfucker's just out here,
Just out here getting it.
Shit.
I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm trying to make that money."
I do a little bit of twerking out in public, but honestly, like, I don't know. We went to a school that was like pretty diverse and shit. I feel like I can dance fairly well, so I don't just do the white person twerk.
Okay.
Do a little bit of dancing on the way. Nick looks like he broke a record when he's doing it. He's just like a I don't even know what he
I
does.
can see that.
I get into
Like,
it.
he be having seizures.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
This man cannot dance. He can't do nothing.
Cody, do you dance?
No.
Very nonchalant.
I twerk like Tina off of fucking.
Bob's Burgers.
It's the fucking.
I mean,
Just
I guess
bounce.
guys aren't supposed to twerk, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm all about
My
quality.
brother tried twerking in the garage at a house party and put his fucking leg through the garage window, cut
What?
his whole leg up as he was doing it, but still twerked while he had blood coming down for a
I was gonna
second.
say that's not twerking, but he was upside down trying to twerk.
Yeah.
That's
He
wall
tried to put his
twerking.
leg
That's
up on there
commitment.
and
He was
shit.
doing a lot.
He kicked the
That's
fuck out that
commitment.
window.
Damn, did he have to pay for it?
I don't even know, honestly. He kind of like he started doing it, and then they were like, Trevor. He's like, oh fuck, shit.
My bad.
But so you were in Atlanta, then you went down there, and you did party, then you came back.
Yeah.
You came back. Why'd you come back?
My lease went up to like I was paying like $900. It went to $1,800. I'm like,
Damn.
because Atlanta's popping, so people it's just they raised the rent, and I was living in the hood, and
You were living in the hood.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I grew up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was living.
Oh yeah, I didn't care about you living in the hood. I cared about the fucking price you were paying.
Yeah, they try to bring
For
up
rent?
maybe I was just a bad tenant. I don't know. She said 18. I said nope, I'm good.
She's trying to wax your
I
ass.
said I'm all right. I said I'm cool.
God bless.
Yeah,
So-
but then I just moved back. But I don't really live in Ohio. I'm on the road so
Yeah,
much.
you're on
I
the road.
stay where I stay. Yeah.
Where do you often go when you're on the road? Do you just go all over the United States?
Honestly, right now it's majority Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, PA. Those are like my top dates. But I do go everywhere. I'm supposed to do Florida soon. I'm supposed to do Texas soon. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
you got a couple comedians in Indiana actually. I believe they're from Indiana. Where they just did some shows with them. Rokia was his last name. How do you say his last name? It's God. He was gonna come on the podcast when you was
Rubel?
doing what?
Rubel?
Rubel, maybe. Hippie dude with a beard.
Yeah, Jake Rubel. Yeah, that's my
what
guy.
I said, Rokia. I knew it was
Yeah,
an
you're
R.
all right. You dyslexic.
A little bit, but no. He was supposed to come on when he was with what's that one fucking white dude? God damn, fucking dude scares the shit out of me.
I don't know. Could be like any one of us.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like you. I'm not gonna lie, but if you didn't
What?
have facial hair,
Why does he scare you?
because he's got the serious face on. His name starts with a D. Forgot what his name is.
Dennis.
Willem Dafoe?
Well, no.
Man.
God bless. If I had
You're
my
killing
fucking
this
phone-
explanation, dude.
Dude, it'd be great if I had my phone so I could pull his
Damien?
names up real quick. Because I'm the only
What
one
does
that's
he do?
fucking
Donnie?
contacting this dude. Donnie, thank you. Donnie Baker.
Donnie Baker.
Scares the shit out of me. I ain't even gonna lie to
I
you.
swear to
yeah.
God, I am.
Thank you.
I'm
I
Donnie
know
Baker,
everyone.
I
That's
swear.
why I was like, it has to be someone with Jake. Okay.
He was with Donnie. He was with Donnie in Toledo.
Yeah.
and
Is
he
Is that the
was gonna
dude who's
come
like, I
through.
swear to God, I am?
Yeah, it's swear to God. Yeah. He but that's just a character. He's not,
Yeah.
that's not really
He's an
him.
intimidating man.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's very intimidating. He's got the little
Yeah.
eye thing he does. It's scary. If he looked at me that way, I'd be like, yeah.
Okay.
Grip your thigh.
No. He ain't gonna grip my thigh.
No, you like, ooh.
Oh.
Like a scared, like petrified.
No, yeah, because I see you do the work with them over there. I just see you just did that in Indiana with AJ
Yeah.
too. Was AJ over there?
Not in Indiana, but me and AJ and Jake have done shows. We just
Because I
did.
know they're good friends. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that until we reached out to him. I was like, oh fuck, he knows AJ. Like AJ's, I really want to get AJ on. AJ's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, he's all right. No, I'm just like, that's my boy. That's my boy. I met AJ in Atlanta, my first week living there.
No shit.
Yeah, he came from Florida to do a show. We were on the same show, and he was like a year and a half in.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, I'm glad.
Who are your favorite people to go with?
I like working with Tommy Davidson. Do you know who that is? He was like in Living Color. He's the dad on the Proud Family. I like opening for him because his crowd is just super dope. Damon Wayans Jr. I love opening for.
Hold on.
You said Damon Wayans?
Give me 1 second.
The what?
What did he do?
He's just over there flipping Cody Ray off the whole fucking time. He's just like
Dude, I'm going to wrestle you one of these episodes.
Why? What? Why y'all?
I don't know.
every time I start doing something with the guest, he's like, man, fuck Cody Ray.
Yeah.
He's just-
Why don't y'all fight? I used to fight MMA. I'll judge it.
I'll wrestle you. Can we get this
naked.
table
Fight
out
right
there?
now. Fuck this podcast. Who you got your money on?
I'll put you through this
Pardon?
table.
Who you got your money on?
Cody Ray.
What?
Who you got your money on, Taylor?
Yeah, Cody Ray.
Cody Ray?
In a wrestling match?
No, like full on, like
we-
MMA
we-
fight.
we doing MMA?
MMA fight. The weight is really really different. How tall are you?
I don't know.
We're like
I
about
don't
the
know.
same.
I'm going Cody
About the
Ray.
same height.
We're about the same height.
Same height, just probably like 40 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
I'm going Cody Ray. Nick's got a glass jaw.
Standing in red corner.
Got a glass jaw for sure.
Yeah, right.
You think you got a glass jaw? I feel like he's more scrappy.
I've seen him fight. He's decent little hands, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's.
Cody looks like he's killed people though, so I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
Doesn't he look like
You
he?
see this guy mad, and when
like-
he gets a little mad, you're like, "Oh, Cody Ray."
And maybe not like physically, but at least in his head, he's definitely took out about 400 people.
At least.
At least, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
no, this man's been
least
to jail
400
before, so
people.
I'm sure he's had those.
yeah,
thoughts.
don't put his property out there.
Oh, he put it out last episode. He said
Okay.
he watched that. They watched the Notebook in there.
In jail?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just on TV, so like whatever is playing. And like, I mean, that was like the only thing on.
Oh, okay.
We got to watch all the seasons of Breaking Bad.
Whose pocket did you hold after that?
No
Fucking
one's.
did you?
That's a good prison joke. High five, everybody.
It
All right.
was.
Where are we going, Daddy?
That was good.
My cousin used to say that to me when I was like 13. He got home from prison. He was like, if you don't quit being a bitch, you're going to be holding someone's pocket. I was like, what does that mean? he had to teach me how not to be bitch material.
That's actually kind of funny because my brother thought for an inside joke this whole time growing up, he thought that like getting somebody's pocket meant that they were your bitch. And so he would always try and grab my pocket in a funny manner.
Stop. Got your pocket.
He's like,
He would always
Hold on tight now.
Yeah, he'd always snatch the pocket and be like,
And he thought that was...
Yeah, he thought that made me his bitch. Man's got some confusion.
Your
going
brother. Okay. Your brother.
No.
Don't air that. Cut that out. I don't want to get canceled.
on. You think that's going to get you canceled?
Nowadays...
There's some problems out there with that. That's where we almost got canceled for our Cinco de Mayonnaise episode.
yeah, man.
Again with that, dude.
Are we doing this again, bro? Do you forget that you got cameras on you, dog?
There is a production going on. What did you do?
He's picking his belly button again.
I'm scratching my belly, bro.
He picked up his shirt.
Bro,
I'm
just
like,
show
yeah,
it.
check it out, though. I shaved my belly.
Just show us your dick, bro. Just pull it out. Get it over with. So you, golly.
We can use that as a new rug.
That's funny.
Dad bod in full effect.
That's funny.
No, okay. So I'd like to have a serious conversation. Can we
I
have a
have
serious
no idea where that
podcast?
went.
Can we have
Where
a serious
was it?
podcast?
My vape.
Do you want us to add you more into the pod? I'll start talking to you.
Yeah.
Ask me a question, man.
Oh,
Has this ever happened?
Y'all know listening to this. Y'all know listening to this last episode. There was like an hour into it. You found out that Nick fell off a cliff and wasn't able to climb back
That's
up.
'cause I ain't
He
never
started off this episode off the cliff. He's trying to climb up still right now. So we're
Professional rock climber.
Yeah.
you know that disclaimer you were talking about for the social media episodes and all that stuff? Yeah, this is a disclaimer for y'all. So when Nick goes to talk, don't hurt yourself.
Does he get to ask questions often?
Nick, when he
No.
does, it can get wild.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I got you, man.
No, because
Everyone
you're
gets to share and stick trash.
Thanks. Pass it.
Here you go. Have
Okay.
it.
All right.
So you're on the road a lot traveling. What is your go-to like food joint? Like,
That's a good question. You fucked up. That was a good question. Y'all was talking all this shit about my man's over here, and
Don't worry.
that's a
Don't worry, I
great
was doing
question.
something secret on the other side, but we're
Okay, what's
plot
my
line.
go-to?
Yeah.
Okay, it depends where I'm at. If it's a spot like Alabama, oh man, see, it's tough. So like fancy-wise, if I want to go sit down, Papa Do's is fire. Have you ever had it? It's like a very, like if you got money, like you can go there. It's like a good date. They have them down south, but they have them in Cincinnati too. So it's not like they're around.
Okay.
But if you're talking about just fast food,
Yeah.
Now we talking. If I am in the South, Whataburger all day. Have you ever had it?
Is it that
I
good?
have not.
Okay, everyone close
I
your
like
eyes.
Zaxby's.
I'm gonna explain Whataburger
Close
real
our
quick.
eyes?
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Paint me a picture.
All right. Picture you're at a cookout.
Ooh.
You got a family around.
White or black?
Black cookout. Have you ever been to black cookouts?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Nick, open your mouth.
Huh?
Why?
So imagine you at a cookout. The kids are playing. There's a table of cards being played by a bunch of people. There's sun going down. Uncle wearing a little apron, cooking burgers. Got seasoning. Throws the American cheese on just some regular buns.
Okay.
The bun's
That-
toasted.
With a little bit of spicy ketchup that your auntie made that she's not telling you the recipe. That is what Whataburger is.
Oh, the bun's toasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. No, Whataburger is so far. It tastes like a cookout, but it's like
That's sick. I'm not
it.
gonna lie.
It just tastes. It's like even though it's like probably not the highest quality, it just tastes
Tastes like that charcoal.
home. Yeah, like your uncle cooked it with good seasoning.
I like that actually. It's a fast food restaurant, but the burgers taste homemade. Like
That's what it tastes to me at least.
That's good because
That's what it
there's-
tastes like
there's
to
not
me.
a better burger.
Did y'all
than
feel
what
like you
it's
were
made.
there?
Oh, I was there. I felt like I could
I
feel
wanna
the sprinkler
go there
hitting
now.
me.
Bro, your
I had to
eyes
get
are
up-
open.
I had to get up.
I was watching you, bro. You was kissing me dead in my mouth with your eyes open, bro. I told you close your eyes. You supposed to close your eyes during a kiss, and you had them wide open looking at me. That's not how you do it, man.
I felt like I got above the table with everybody playing cards. I went and got my burger off the grill.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so is that the best burger that you've ever ate?
Maybe not that.
Fast food.
Fast food. I would say for my taste, yes, I like that. But I mean, there's spots. I mean, I guess Flipside isn't really fast food, but it's close enough. It's like a spot in Stowe that I know about. But there's other burgers that are better. But like for what you're getting, like it's fire. Like
How are the prices of Whataburger?
I don't know. I always order the triple, which is probably way more. It's probably like $11 for a triple.
Every time I go to Wendy's, I get the Dave's triple.
Yeah.
You have to. I've been doing that since I was in high school.
Right.
It's
dangerous.
Me, you know?
You're lucky. I've been doing that since I was. We live very different lives here.
We really did. I'm like, it's hitting me, and I know it is. I'm starting to, but I was like, fuck.
Man, it's getting to me. Oh, yeah. I'm sure, buddy.
Sorry.
I'm sure you've lived up that. You know what? Fuck this podcast.
Oh, no, dude.
No, I would say Whataburger, and then I would say Portillo's.
Portillo's fucks.
Fucking Jesus. It's so good.
Portillo's fucks.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's yeah.
My
I don't like hot dogs, and I will eat Portillo's every time I'm in Indiana.
My wife is from Chicago, so when we went down there, we tried that place, and there was another place for Italian beef, and you dipped it in the fucking what was that? What's that shit?
Au.
God,
I could drink
took
that
a bite
shit.
of that, and I stared right at her and her mother, and I was like, "Y'all gotta be fucking kidding me." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "We ain't never leaving this."
Yeah, it's so good.
I eat this every motherfucking
day.
Every day. The fries were elite. The fucking sandwich couldn't have been better. I was like, "Can we take this to go?" And I almost got it in catering in a big bulk and took it back to Ohio.
Holy shit.
You know what? So for Whataburger, my friend, I was in Texas when I ordered it, and I was driving back that day, and he was like, "Can you please get me some?" And I ordered them 4 sandwiches. It was like, I think total I ordered 8, and it was like $70, and I brought them all the way back to Ohio.
Hell yeah.
I had them in like a cooler and wrapped up really good. He was like, bro.
The burgers fuck from that place. They're decent.
What do you call it? I just had the chili dog and the regular Chicago dog.
See, I can't do the seeds on the bun for some reason. It's not
The sesame seeds?
Yeah, it's not a thing for me for the hot dog. It's not. I'm just like, could have been better.
What about you? What's your go-to? Because you asked me the question.
My go-to for a burger?
For anything. For just fast food.
Just for anything fast food? Oh, man. So we have like this little taco truck. Probably
here? Okay, out here?
Yeah, and it's called El Dorado Taco. And
I've had that.
Yeah, I love Mexican food.
I like that. That sounds dope.
That is solid.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot. It's like a mom and pop.
Have you ever been to Akron? We got a spot that's like White Castle called Hamburger Station. It was my first ever job, but I like there. That's an Akron good spot. And then we got some good spots there. I would say there's another spot I wanted to say. I fuck with Sheets. Sheets is a go-to spot for me.
Sheets made to order shit is good.
Come on. It is clutch. 24/7 clutch.
Yeah, when you're making it to order, that's
Yeah.
Because I've had it, and I'm like, but then when you get that shit good, you're like, damn.
You like Five Guys burgers?
I do. It's so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite burgers.
Listen, if I want to take a mortgage out, sure. But like, I get it. It is good, and it is. Man,
they did the grilled cheeseburger thing. Keith Lee put that up on TikTok, and I went and got that, and I spent like $14-15 on this burger, and I was like, this better be fucking worth it. Dude.
It's so hard to want. That's the problem with like good and price, is because the price can fuck up your good. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be like, ooh, this could be the best burger ever, but if I pay $27 for it, I'm gonna be pissed off afterwards.
Yeah,
because like. It's still a burger. Like, I don't know. I'll beat up a cow. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's worth it, honestly. I'm gonna fist fight one of them just to get a little bit off of it. Sometimes that's just stupid expensive.
It is expensive. I just thought.
I remember back in the day, you can get a cheeseburger from McDonald's for $1, double for $2, and triple for $3. I used to get 3 of those triples for $9 and a large fry call it a day. I should be big, dog.
You sounded like you was singing a song there, didn't he? It was just like back in the day, you get a 1, a 2, a 3. I was like, damn, go off there.
I'm preaching about how good it used to be back then.
Yeah, no, prices is crazy right now. I don't know. I'm about to make my own country or something. I don't know what.
I got another
Did you raise your
question.
hand?
Oh,
Yeah.
you raise your hand.
That's a real thing. You can buy like countries and just establish
That is the whitest thing I've ever heard.
like abandoned places. You really can.
He's like, I got an uncle.
Trying to explain himself after he said, "No, listen."
Oh yeah, you're trying to talk over Chris's laughing.
My uncle owns 3 cities in,
I bet
Central
he does.
America.
I bet your great grandpappy owned a couple countries too.
Oh, heavens, dog. What's your question, bro? What's your question?
So I saw this on Facebook. Shout out my boy T. I seen him post this question, and
Oh, this was a novel, bro. I was gonna pull this
so
up.
so there's 1,000 people fighting a silverback gorilla, a grizzly bear, a lion, and a hippo. Humans get no weapons, all hands. Who wins? I think the humans.
Yeah, you would have to. It's 250 per animal, and then if you take out one, it depends on our strategy. If we go all 1,000 at once, you're definitely fucking it up, and then you just keep going. You're going to lose a couple.
There's 100% there's going to be casualties.
Now, if you break it up in 250 each, you're going to lose a decent amount of casualties. But you got to think, if you attack it correctly. Nah, it depends if they have better strategy. Is this like smart animal? Like we gave them extra brain cells, or just as they are?
As they are.
I got questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta cut it down. That's what we do.
As they are right now. As they are right now. Like fighting each other out in the wilderness.
Easily, we would squash them. 1,000 people?
I'd say at least like 20%.
Is it men, women, and children? Is it men? What is
straight men? Like
straight men?
Oh,
Spartan men.
Spartan men.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Give me 300 and and a
We've
red.
seen that before.
300 and a Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? Like
Red Bull.
One Red Bull. Everybody gets sick. You don't know what caffeine is.
and then afterwards, they're gonna talk to Cody about buying a country. You know what I'm saying? Like. No, because I like questions like that. Because the girl up there, she asked me a question. She said there was a right and wrong answer in her opinion. It was if you were stranded in a mall with just you and the other opposite. One was a male silverback gorilla. It was an angry male silverback gorilla.
That's scary.
Or 7 black mambas. And you had to be there for 24 hours. What would you pick?
Ooh.
And I did research, right? Because I'm not about to just answer a question because I don't know about either question. So what would y'all do?
I think I'm going to have to take the silverback gorilla because I have to worry about only one of them. 7.
How long are we there?
24 hours.
Mambas for sure.
Are mamba spiders?
No, they're snakes.
Snakes. Hey, my bad.
I would say the mambas. How big is it? Like how big an area?
Fuck, I ain't
it's a
doing
mall.
hell no,
like an
I ain't
abandoned mall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I said mambas also, and she said that was the wrong answer. And the reason why,
right.
because that was in her opinion. This is a dumb opinion. So, because I did the research, 7 black mambas is 7 snakes, and they can go up to like 14 feet, something like that. And that's big, right? But they don't attack anything other than small animals and small children. I'm a big ass dude. They ain't not about to fuck with me. Now, and they also don't attack things unless they're afraid.
Right.
So when you stay away from it, it's not gonna fuck with you. But they're super deadly if they bite you.
Yeah.
A silverback gorilla leaves his colony as a teenager to make its own colony. And they're not known because they want to be the alpha. So they're not known as super violent, but if they run into other silverback gorillas, they will fight to the death to see who's alpha. That's the colony versus colony type shit.
So he's going to look at me as a threat.
Yes, and that's what I said. He's already angry, so I could just walk by and he's like, his girl broke up with him that day. You know, whatever the fuck happened, someone fucked his ape. You know what I'm saying? So he's pissed off. He sees me. I'm the size of a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Like me, literally weight and height. Like they weigh 500 pounds. I weigh 500 pounds. They're about 6 foot. I'm 6'4". He gonna see me like, "What's up, cuz? This is my area." He gonna come across and she's like, "But you could probably hide in a mall." I'm like, I'm not hiding. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can stay away from some.
How fast can they run?
They can run up to like it was like I want to say 25 miles per hour.
That's terrifying, bro. That's why I said them spots.
The snakes could only move. It was like 10 miles per hour. It was like 10 or 15. So it was a big difference.
Can the snakes climb?
But they can slither. So
they can get wherever.
But like they only can go fast in a short distance. A gorilla can go.
Yeah.
And so there's a thing about the snake. If I see the snake across the mall, it's not gonna come after me. But if I see the gorilla, he sees me. He about to cut.
On.
It's over.
He's like swinging through there. He could probably jump
one-on-one.
that
I could take a black mamba. I could find a way to, but I don't think I can one-on-one with a gorilla.
Well, it's a male gorilla. He's got balls. I'm kicking him in his balls.
Bro, your face is gonna be gone.
Yeah, you're not even
gonna
gonna
rip you apart before you can even look at his balls.
Especially you, he fucking you. You know what I'm saying? Like he not about to.
Well, he ain't. Maybe he won't fuck me up. Then I'm gonna take one. I'll take one for the team.
Oh man, that'd be bad.
I'm taking the black mambas. And me, 7 black mambas and 999 other people are gonna fuck up that hippo, that gorilla, and that fucking rhino. Whatever the fuck you said.
I'm gonna take me and my new gorilla husband, and we're gonna go live happily ever after.
That's getting your shit tore the fuck up. You think that's some gentle loving, brother? You about to get your shit split, dog.
You ever see what's that movie where Chris Green is a zookeeper? Where he's petting, he's petting the death. It's gonna be him. It's just fucking. Okay, Cody, you got any questions? You got the talking stick. Give it to Cody now.
Okay.
Damn, I don't know. I wasn't prepared for this.
What?
Okay, all right, we're gonna pass it to Taylor. Taylor, you got any questions?
Well, I'm not even on the podcast.
They can hear you.
They can hear you.
Man.
Gotcha, bitch.
Man. I was like, that sucks for Cody, but God damn it.
You didn't think I was gonna go that way?
I got nothing.
Okay, that's fine.
I got a good question.
Go ahead. We'll go back
so
to
we watched you stand up doing it in Clyde.
Okay.
First things first, shout out that dog. Everybody knows that dog. he said nothing but nice things.
Yeah.
So when we realized you were up there absolutely fucking killing it with the adversity that you had going on there, we all realized you are a fucking phenomenal storyteller. And you were saying on there that everything is true in your life. You don't say no bullshit, no fabricated stuff to make up. Mm-hmm. What's your best story that you got?
Man, I got... people say I really have a story for anything. So, that's a tough question. My best story?
Hit us with a story of what is the most high you've ever been.
High?
Yeah, like
edible?
Like smoke or weed.
Okay.
Edible, yeah.
You know the devil's lettuce.
What is the highest that you've ever been?
Okay, and I can tell the one that I told earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
I was trying to set you up.
You can cut that part. I just want to make sure. Okay. I told you, but I want.
This is what I tee you up for, and I'm like, yo, you got to say that story again. That was fucking.
What if I was like,
Travis is learning to set somebody up first.
What if I was like,
great?
I can tell the same one. What if I was like, I don't know, never been high. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what story.
I never smoked the devil's lettuce one time.
Yeah. No. Okay. So I don't.
Tell that story again.
Okay.
That story was fucking phenomenal.
I don't think. Were you here for it?
No,
wasn't here. Cool. So I have to have a new. They heard it. It's not gonna be as funny.
I was focused on other shit, so I was like half in.
So
half out.
I don't do drugs. I don't really smoke weed or anything like that. And I took an edible because I started to mess around with it. My sister gave me a nerd rope, which was 250 milligrams, and I didn't know how much to take, but I took half. Right, so I took half for my first time, and I was at an office studio where I was trying to make a podcast studio, and it had other other businesses, and I could hear them. So I take it. And I started to realize I was high because as a comedian, a lot of comedians send me their videos to watch, and I never watch. I don't watch comedy, especially young people. So I knew I was high when I was watching amateur comedian videos, and I was like liking them. I'm like, good job. Like so, one of them messaged me like, you watch videos now, and I was like, only today. You know, so
special deal. Dog.
I was just super high, and so I'm like, oh man, I'm really like I started to realize I was high because I was laughing because I always play music, and for some reason, You Got It Bad by Usher was just on repeat, and I couldn't turn it off, right? So it's just playing. I'm like, oh, this is funny. And so I'm laughing, but other people can hear me, so I can't get up to shut the door because I can't move.
Man.
Bro, you were
So I'm laughing, and I don't want them to think I'm weird, so I try to cover up my laugh. I'm like, uh-oh. Right? So I'm covering up my laugh, right? But while I'm doing it, I forget that I'm doing it. So I look down, I'm like, oh no. who's kidnapping me? So I look at my hand, I'm nervous. I'm thinking someone kidnapping me, but it's me covering my mouth, right? So then I'm looking like, wait, why did I have my hands over my mouth? And I was like this. I was like, who kidnapping me? And I did this shit for 2.5 hours.
Oh my
Like
god!
I couldn't stop. Right?
It was on loop with the Usher song.
I was on loop and it just wouldn't stop, and I was just laughing. And then I had a business meeting that day, and the girl to do a podcast thing, and she came in and she had texted me she was going to be late because she worked at a radio station, and her text message was, "I'm on my way, but I'm late because I'm running through the studio trying to figure out why the radio keeps playing Christmas music," and that fucked me up. All I could think about was Die Hard and shit. I was like, who is she, John McClane? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I was fucked. You know, I was so high.
All I can think about was Die Hard.
I was just like, what happened at the radio station?
It's not a Christmas movie, dog.
Was it even Christmas time?
No, it was like April.
Oh god! somebody hacked the radio.
Yeah, that's what had something crazy was happening. Something like a glitch happened. It was just playing radio. It was just middle of April. Just Mariah Carey was playing. It was just what's that Mariah Carey song? Just kept playing this shit.
Over Christmas.
Yeah. Oh man, it was awful. But no, yeah, that's my highest I've ever been. As I was telling that story, I thought of you said my best story. It's my probably one of my favorite stories to tell.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
We didn't hear this one before.
Oh, this that
No,
VIP.
This one is one of my, just because I don't get to tell it, but it's fun to tell because it's so real. I had this girl that I was talking to. She came to a show. She drove like 4 hours, right?
Oh, that's loyal girl.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay.
Oh,
You heard
This-
the first sentence of this story. You're trying to knock them
It was years ago, right? And so she shows up to the show with her friend. It was her friend's birthday or whatever. They come to the show. Then they're going to stay the night at my hotel, right? So we're driving to go to the hotel. I take something called a dick pill. I don't know if y'all know about
Oh
these.
boy, Speedway.
A little gas station dick pill, right? And I like them. I think it's fun to do. You know, you're like, okay, if you're definitely going to get one, it's fun to have. So I got one called Swag. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No.
No, I'm just more conflicted about the fact you said you like doing the dick gas pills.
Yeah,
I've never met anybody in my life that just casually took them. One
Really?
time for a joke, but that was it. You popped.
Oh yeah. So I'll explain.
Hell yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. I'm a big dude. I want to show out, right? So Swag. Swag is it has 2 pills in it, right? And it says take 1 to hurt it, take 2 to kill it, right? So I take 2 because I'm here to fuck. Okay.
Oh boy.
You don't give that back to a guy, dog. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna hurt it.
I'm just gonna. I don't want to do too much.
You take it like, oh, fucking get this shit the fuck up.
So I take them, and we're driving back, and the girl in the back seat is giving her the hints, like, hey, when I get back, I'm going straight to sleep. Like, let her know it's cool, whatever we do. So she said, when we get back to the hotel, I'm going right to bed. The girl sitting next to me goes, bitch, me too. I'm like, you too. Hold on. So we get back to the hotel, that we turn out the lights, and they literally are going to sleep. Like, she's in my bed, cuddled up next to me, talking about, oh yes, I'm trying to make jokes like, ooh, it's so dark in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, y'all still up? And they're like, yeah, go to sleep. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm up, all of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am up.
Very up.
So she goes to sleep, and I'm a respectable dude, so I don't try to do nothing. And so I went to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I started working out. I was up for 6 hours, just like, straight ready to fuck, right? So people don't realize, if you don't get to use the dick pill, the anger that goes through you, right? I was so mad because I went to the gas station afterwards to get gas, and he was like, he remembered me. He was like, my guy, you got that? I was like, man, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was so mad. I was ready to fight everybody. And that's the thing about, like, so, like, there's another one that I use called, it's funny because you said I like to use them.
This is God damn, this is like fucking going to
gonna-
get a pop from a gas station.
Let me take some notes.
So, look, there's a packet called Honey. You ever heard of it?
I've seen that, yeah.
So honey's fire, right? Honey works. The thing about these things, if you don't get to use it, you got to understand you have to be able to use it that night.
You're bricked up.
Yeah.
You're just you're
just
built up, ready to go.
You're ready to do something. You're like the gorilla. You know what I'm saying? You just like, I'm ready to.
This isn't like a Viagra where like you take it and you get bricked up.
No, you're just ready to you're
I'm
ready to
be
do
alpha
stuff.
male.
Yeah. So honey is literally just a honey pack. It tastes like honey. It tastes good, and it's just a honey packet. I bought a 24 pack, right? And I was dating this girl, and I did not know we were going on dates, but we weren't doing much. Like I'm taking one every date. We went on 3 dates 1 week. I took one every date. And I tell my boy, I'm like, bro, I took one every day. She ain't let me fuck you. I don't know what to do. He was like, at this point, you just like the taste of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, you eat them bitches. You eat these bitches. He said, bro, you just eat them like candy. That's not
pre-workout.
He like that. A pre-workout.
It's just all good.
Bro, I almost fell down the steps on one once because she let me do a little bit one time, and I'm like, okay. So then she was like, I don't want to go too far. I was like, fuck. So I go walk down the steps. And I forgot how to do anything. I was just like, what the fuck? He's like,
What the fuck is this thing
but at that
doing?
point, I was just eating them as snacks.
Oh my fucking god, dog. Oh my god.
This title.
So then those aren't like Viagra. Those actually don't get you bricked up.
No, but they will. Like, okay, so what it does is it helps you get there faster. And like if you start to do stuff, like you can get there, and it keeps you there for a while. And it helps. It's just an enhancement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a little PED for sex.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just I'm proud. Like, I don't got no shame. I'll take them.
I'm just like, dog. Like,
Guys don't talk about it a lot. People be scared to like talk about ED.
I think that might be it. I think I might have known a couple homies that have done that shit for a minute, but like they just don't say that shit.
I know people that do them with their wife, but they won't tell them because they're like worried that like they be like, you got to use it every time now, type stuff. So they don't. They be like, oh, you really want me tonight? So,
that one time you didn't use it, like, you didn't take it, did you? And you're like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Let down.
Like, go get this shit out of the fridge. You know what I mean? You be mad as hell.
I found the stash. I brought this 24.
Like a vibrator, dog.
Yeah, it's just things that people
you have sex,
bro.
You're not with the vibrator and it ain't working out that well, and you're like, you want me to get it?
People are so scared to talk about awkward situations. Like with men, obviously, they don't like talking about that because then it relates to ED and shit. They be like, shit like that. And that's what men don't want to, because it's emasculating. But I don't think it is. I'll go buy 10 right now.
There's a brand, and we're not gonna say it anymore. We said it a couple times on here, but there's a brand that's getting pretty popular with younger people. That does that kind of deal.
Oh yeah,
where it's you chew it up and such. And
okay,
you do that kind of deal. A lot of people are buying that, and it makes me kind of understand that. Like, it ain't. I thought for a while that it was for that. And I thought that those gas pills, you just had these random motherfuckers that couldn't get their penis working. They're like, yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Bro, Hulu's been having a fuck ton of commercials on that for Hims, and I've been hearing about it on the radio. They do like them pills, they do a face cream, and like something else. I'm like, God damn. I'm like,
face cream.
What are you talking about?
Bro, it's like,
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If they start making like a dick enhancement for beard oil, I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be like, come on, let's do it.
But I was just like, damn, I can exfoliate while with a boner.
Oh man, that's funny.
Insane.
You said
you
story,
can't.
But I think you just like exposed something of yourself. Like, you got that off your chest instead of telling us a story.
Appreciate
Who,
that.
me?
Yeah, you told us you be jacking up on these dick pills. Like,
I don't know. Like I said in my act, I talk about my real life.
I want to hear about your best mother story, because your mother's a character.
Yeah, no, I love my mom. My mom's my favorite person. So
your mother's like Lorraine Warren a little bit.
Who's Lorraine Warren?
Oh, from The Conjuring.
Oh, that's one of my top scary favorite movie.
I love it.
Conjuring's my favorite top scary
The
movie.
Conjuring series is dope.
Yeah, it's the first one. I was like, oh, that's the best scary
crazy
movie.
You said it's your favorite, but you didn't know who the Warrens were. That's cool.
I haven't seen it in a minute, so I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it is, but it's my top. It's probably my top scary movie.
It's dope.
Okay,
the Nun is terrifying.
Yeah, no, definitely, it's a scary ass movie. So yeah, no, so I tell them during my stand up about my mom. My mom's literally, she's what a lot of people don't know about, like, but my mom's a psychic, and I always find it funny because like, I grew up in church from my dad's side because my dad's real religious, and they told us to stay away from psychics. They're like, hey, you should stay away from her. And I'm like, that's my mom. Like, I can't.
You know what?
I can't physically stay away from. She has custody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
She won.
She won.
See that shit coming too?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So this is why I tell this story. And this is a real story. This really happened. So my mom used to be a legit psychic. She used to take readings. She used to take phone calls for readings. She was like rated at one point, and so she used to get hired hired by police to help find missing people. That's what she would get hired for. And there was this dude she got hired. This dude had been missing for 3 days, and he had been missing. So they do a search party at his place of work with 50. There's like 50 acres like of land, just all this acre of land and all this woods and stuff. And 40 people show up to do this search party. A ton of people. And my mom couldn't afford childcare, so she would take us with her for her jobs. So we was at this place, and we were looking. It was me, my brother, and his friends from high school.
You just casually looking for a body?
Just looking to see, I guess, yeah. So we're looking. I'm 12, right? So my brother was 15, and his high school friends were with us. And I don't know how their parents agreed, right? So we're I've never told that part.
Table talk, bro.
What'd you do?
The night prior.
What'd you do?
Hey, Mom.
I'm going to do a search party, look for this man.
Hey, Mom, Chris's mom's going to go do this thing. Come on. They're going to go look for somebody, and we're going to help. Okay,
Right.
that sounds great.
That sounds
My
great,
nephew's a
sweetie.
child.
So we do the search party, and we're there for, no, I'm not lying, 5 minutes. And my mom calls it all off. She says, everyone stop looking. Everyone quit looking. I know where he's at. She takes us all behind a building, behind a dumpster. There he was, dead in a ditch, just dead. And I'm looking at him. I'm looking at my mom like, why did you bring me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 12. You knew this was finna happen. Like this, you saw this coming.
I had to have seen it coming.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to teach me at this point, right? So I'm looking at her, I'm looking at my mom, or I'm looking at my mom, looking at the dead body, I'm looking at a cop, and I start thinking, like, did she do it? Because, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause how does she know right where the body was? She brought us right here in 5 minutes. She had something to do with it.
50 acres, bro.
You knew,
like
right? We
3
did
steps.
right. There was people still coming back from the woods. Not like they didn't know where my mom knew. So,
Oh, my God.
so I tell the joke or whatever, like they. You know, I'm getting nervous, so I try to get the cops' attention. Like, hey, bro, she right. This open and shut case. You better, you better get her. Like, this whole time I've been living with Dexter. Like, arrest her, you know? So I'm nervous. So she starts pitching me, telling me to stop because I'm acting out. I'm like, oh, double homicide. Like, she better do it again. You better help me. You know what I'm saying? Help me.
This is my cry for
And
help.
so then I say, this is where every story I tell is true, but then I embellish it a little bit. I started to make a citizen's arrest. I started reading her Miranda rights, and I added charges and stuff. Because every story I tell is real. It's like from a true place, but I just embellish it a little bit.
I love that.
Try to make,
I love that.
yeah.
'Cause you can tell, even with you talking about it right now, even though that's in your stand-up, you can tell that genuinely you're painting the picture for everybody.
Yeah, I
You
was
were
there. I could see
You
myself
were there,
being
and
there.
I love that. When I was watching, I was like, damn, like I really feel like I'm on this path. With you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see flashlights coming out the woods, you know, all 9
So-
yards.
So is there? Go ahead. What were you about to say?
So I was gonna say the whole story is true, right? The only thing that is not true was my mom did not let me see the body. So we were walking up to it, and she stopped me and said, "Go to the car." And then because she knew.
Well, that's precious of her.
Yeah, so she stopped me and my brother from seeing the body, and his friends. They told us to go to the
That
car.
ain't funny. So
But
you
we
gotta-
had
you gotta
it,
see the body.
so I had to see the body. But we had a camera, and we were recording us in the car as all these cops start pulling in, and it's just So it's great. Like, I don't know if we still have it somewhere, but there's a video of us in the car.
Is that the wildest story that you have of your mom was like? Because it seems like this was like a thing that was like pretty frequent with her. I mean, that's who she was as a person.
That's the most real, like that people can understand.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna be like, oh, ghosts and stuff. Like it could be, like it can be fake.
No,
but like
that
that
shit for real. Like,
Yeah, like,
there's
so,
some
yeah,
good
we-
stories of that.
I'm
I'm a massive paranormal person.
Okay, you like that stuff?
I fucking love
okay,
that
yeah.
shit.
So that was on my life. Like I'm talking about, my mom did that every day. Her best friend owned a Wiccan shop. After school, we would walk to the Wiccan shop to help my mom and them sweep up and stuff. And I never talk about that, but yeah. So we were part of a Wiccan shop for a long time. My mom considered herself a Wiccan, but she was Catholic growing up, so she has a little bit of both. But she's been
For the people that don't know, what is a Wiccan?
It's, I guess, like, it's different than a witch, but it's on the same kind of spectrum.
Okay.
Like it's like
Like
autism.
a good witch?
It's like autism.
I'm on the Wiccan spectrum.
This funny. Hold on, this is funny. There's a bit here. It's like autism. Like, it's like wizards and Wiccans and there's a spectrum.
Dude.
Hey, that's funny as fuck.
All of Harry Potter was oh god.
Like, I have horoscopes, but I don't have crystals.
You know, yeah. Oh, that's a good bit. I don't know, make it canceled for it, but it's a good bit. That is funny. Oh, that's good. Damn. I might have to write that down.
That's fucking good.
That's
dog.
good. That's a spectrum of Wiccan is hilarious if you know about it. Like, there's ghost hunters, then there's psychics, then there's mediums, then there's clairvoyants, there's
so
audiovoyants. There's a lot of
spectrum,
them.
bro.
There's audiovoyants. It's really a spectrum. That's so funny. Because it really is. Because like there are different things. My mom is a clairvoyant. That's what she's considered.
Okay.
So she can see things. She can see like spirits around somebody.
Okay.
There's audiovoyants that can hear things. So but my mom we would take pictures. We'd go out to like metro parks at night and take pictures, and she would look at orbs and stuff. If you don't know about orbs, it's dots and spots and stuff. But some people are like, oh, it's dust, that type of shit. But we had all the audio equipment, like all this EP, I don't know what they call them, EPKs, electric press kits. They had all the stuff that they would ghost hunt. They would go to people's houses and do seances and do things like that.
Like,
and
would they sage and stuff?
They sage and smoke, and they would cleanse people's houses. She used to get paid well. She used to get paid $50 every half hour of a reading.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Get paid, they get paid really fucking well. When they
and she was good. Like, she was legit. This is how I knew my mom was really strong.
The first time that you knew that shit wasn't bullshit.
I don't know how much I could tell. Okay, I'll go for it. My ex mom came over.
Okay.
And my mom started doing a reading on her.
Okay.
And she gave her permission. My mom stopped. It was like, can I speak freely? And she said, whatever you say in front of my daughters is fine. And the girl had 4 kids. And she said, your youngest isn't the same parent. And she said, no one knows that. And then even like my ex was like, what? Knows what? And she was like, motherfucker, different dads. And she was like, nobody knows that. And I was like, ooh. and my ex was, and that was a black woman. Like, that's my ex was black, so her mom was black. So, if you get a black person to believe in psychics, like if you get them to say, no, that's real. Yeah, that's how I'm like, ooh, my mom a bad motherfucker. Damn, her thing is, if you hand her your keys, she'll go off. She'll be like, give me your keys. And she'll hold her keys and she'll go, your grandma's name was Sarah. You'd be like, whoa.
It's like it's a material. It's something because I knew that was a thing where if you had, I forgot what it was for somebody, but it was like you got any like pennies or something. Or it was like some sort of cash you had on you. And it was something that triggered that. Yeah. It was something metal. It was like, I just need to touch something metal that's on you and I can hit it. And it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So everybody's was their own keys?
Yeah, it was keys. Yep.
Huh.
So she would hold your car keys and she'll start fucking you up. And it's always fun to watch. Like, it's fun to see. And she had like loyal people that would come to her every time. And she's disabled now, so she can't really work or do it anymore. But she was dope. And it was fun like growing up like that, because it was such a different perspective. And because she taught so much of that world of like, we don't play with Ouija boards. We don't do.
That was my bullshit. That's what you talking about, the orb and shit. I got into Ouija boards.
You did Ouija.
I got into it pretty heavy to where I started to learn how to actually do it and actually open the board and do the shit. And close the board and do the shit. And
that's my time.
I'm gonna get goosebumps.
I did it one time and I had my buddy recording and shit. And long story short on this one, it was not snowing. It was October. It was actually Halloween night. And there was a video going out of the woods, turned around to go at us, and when it looked at us, it looked like it was snowing, but there was not a single piece of snow coming from that fucking sky.
Oh yeah, that's.
And we told ourselves, and we were heading back to our campus. It said that whatever we do, we're not going to watch that till we get back there. When we got back there, as we were heading there, my buddy that was taking the recording peeked at it and started screaming,
goosebumps.
and he prayed. My buddy wasn't religious at all. He started praying. And when I saw him cry, he screamed and then just started actually praying. Yeah. I was like, this is a bit. This has got to be a bit. And then he showed us in the car. And I swear to God, from there, I was like, I actually got more invested after that moment, which was kind of weird. And then I fucked around and did it drunk one night. I felt there was a girl that did some suey, did a little suey in a room at one of the places because it used to be an apartment building.
I love that's what it's called. That's really good.
Yeah. Sui sometimes.
No, that's really a good way to say it.
Yeah. And it was because the place that where the dorms were used to be.
It sounds like a sushi restaurant, like something you order. Let me get 2 orders of sui. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking sui.
He's talking
sui
about
or sous vide?
He's talking about sui, and I'm like, it sounds like something you'd order. Like, let me get 2 wontons and 2 suis. Don't it sound like that? Let me get an order.
If I ever hear anything close to that in a restaurant, I'm like,
It's so funny.
What happened here?
no,
That's such a good way to say it. Sorry, I didn't mean to
you're
interrupt
good.
you.
You're good. And so the person did that in the room because this used to be apartments and such, and I knew that it was on record of that. So when I went in there and I did it, I was fucked up that night. I started doing some real wild shit, and this is why I completely stopped, never touched one since, because I felt every single bit of that person's pain in my body. It was the weirdest feeling I've ever had. I started crying, just tears falling down my face, and I had no idea why, because I kind of knew my shit around there a little bit. And I closed it, and I never touched it again. I never told anybody for like fucking 5 years. I told people on the phone, actually. We do phone calls every day for mail carriers. I told somebody that a year ago for the first time because I was like, that fucked me up, dude. I felt that. I felt it in my core.
We were taught never to mess with that stuff because of that. Like you can, once you open it, one, it's hard to close and it's hard to properly do it, and to get rid of it, your spirit attaches to it, which is hard because I'm like religious, but I also believe in that stuff. So I believe in the possibilities of everything, and I don't.
The attachment's easy as
the attachment is cool because it can attach yourself. It can attach itself to you.
They think it's a game for real.
Yeah, and I never played with them because my mom said because
I've never played with
they're
them.
so hard to get rid of. It's certain relics and stuff, even anything that has spirits attached to it, are hard to get rid of because that's why like they make the movies about them, and like it's hard. They keep coming back because you can't get rid of them. They like, oh, you burn it.
Ain't nothing more frustrating than somebody that kind of knows his way around it. Like I forgot a little bit of it.
Yeah.
When you see they get scared and they throw it up and then they close it and throw it away, and you're like, oh my God.
Don't do that.
Y'all just closed it and just threw it underneath the rug like it's over.
Yeah,
you know that bitch is wide open, right?
Yeah. No, that's what people don't. I get people don't like that stuff. Some people do. That's why I love telling the stories about that.
Right.
And I just started doing that this year. But people come up to me all the time, like your mom, and they talk about that stuff because it's such a.
It's a fascinating way to grow up.
For sure. It is.
It's not your average grown up.
No one knows the right and wrongs of Earth or what the fuck we're here for. So, religious wise, yes, that's what I believe in. But also on the other end, nothing makes sense. So spirits and all that makes sense to me too. So I believe in all of it, which is not technically right, but I don't care. But it's
right to you.
It's interesting because I get more feelings talking to my mom about stuff. Where like I'll have an open conversation and she says I have the same power she has, but I just don't use it yet. But I think that's also why I might be good at comedies because I know how to read the room and I know how to read and adapt to my atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I'm very empath, like very like open, and but she says it the other day. So I got. Do you know anything about tarot cards?
Yeah.
Actually, my wife
tarot
is
readings.
obsessed with them.
So my mom does tarot cards. The thing about tarot cards, you can't just touch someone's tarot cards. You like if your wife has them, those are hers. Like you're not supposed to touch them without her permission.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
She always leave them motherfuckers everywhere, and I pick them up.
So with like crystal balls and stuff, like, but I mean, you're her husband, so it might be. Is that you're married?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it might be different, but I know for like me, she has to give me permission to use them, so that I'll use them to do readings on my brother and his wife and stuff. So I started doing.
This
them.
isn't like a power thing. This is just like a respect thing.
It's
It's
like
motorcycle.
It's
touch somebody's motorcycle.
No, it's a spiritual thing.
Damn. Okay.
It is an energy because your
that makes sense.
Your cards are for you.
That would
so
make
if
sense.
I grab your cards and use them, they're not going to have that effect, and it's going to fuck up the energy of it.
Got you.
We didn't mean to make this so serious. No,
because this is a really
I'm super like interested.
Okay, this is a really
so
I'm, like,
so
super
I started doing it for like trying to learn it because I had these feelings. I'm like, hey, I think I'm interested. I think I'm possibly can have the same power you have. She said, yo, you do. And the more you try to fight it, the worse it'll get, the more you'll get. Oh, wow. And that's what she said happened to her. And so I started like embracing it a little bit, and it got too strong, and I had to ask her to help me because I went on a date with the person, and some people are not gonna believe this, but so their ex had passed away, and he attached himself to me. to try to talk to her through me. And I was waking up every morning at 3 a.m. for like 5 days straight. And if you wake up between 2 and 3 to go pee and stuff, it's someone trying to talk to you. So I kept having dreams about this girl. I'm like, why do I keep thinking about this girl?
Bro,
I only went on one date with her.
I wake up
Oh
every night.
I almost wanted to stop you to let that hit because some people really don't know about that.
Bro,
and whenever I do that, it's
that's the realm of when spirits are awake the most, and when they're trying to get to tell you something, they're waking you up to try to talk to you, to try to get something out. That someone trying to talk to you.
And something that's a part of this too, because 2 to 3 is like more of like a welcoming kind of deal.
Yeah.
3 o'clock passed on to that one to 3 or 4. Is that actually the witch's hour?
I'm not. I don't know about like. I don't think I don't think it's as like evil as people make it sound. I think it's still like usually spirits are just trying to figure it out. They usually just have questions because they don't know what they're doing.
Gotcha.
They don't know. It takes a while, and sometimes they need guidance from other spirits that are.
You know how many fucking times I woke up between 3 and 4
Oh,
and
yeah.
I look down at my phone, I see the number, and I go, shut the fuck up. Go to sleep right now. Go to sleep right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's evil, but I think
devil hour right now, dog. You better just close your mind and go back to sleep.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything like bad or evil. I think it's just like that's between those hours. Like 2 and 3 is like the main ones, but 3 and 4 and like those middle hours when they're trying to talk to you, pretty much. But like that's what I had that happen. I was like, Mom, something's going on. And I was like, my brother had bought me some tarot cards because I don't know if you noticed, you can't buy your own tarot cards. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a gift. So like if like you wanted some, your wife buys them for you. She would pick them out, and it's a gift.
I'm about to buy her some for a gift.
Yeah, so that's what you're supposed to do. I when I find them, because I buy storage units, if I find them in there, the quickest thing I've ever sold was tarot cards.
I believe
I think I had 10 sets, and they all sold in the first week. And so people just love tarot cards. I didn't know that.
I believe that.
But so tarot cards, I started doing tarot, and I started messing with it, and I just had such a rough week. It was such a rough week of like this. I felt something, And my mom said, I can make it stop. You just have to say his name. If I know his name, then he'll start talking to me instead. So I was like, I don't want to do that yet. So I waited 3 more days, and then I told her his name, and then I haven't felt it since. And she like talked to him while I was there, and she told me stuff about the girl that only I knew. That like she told me about him. I was like, oh yeah, all this is real. That's all this is real.
That's where it gets wild. Is where it hits that other realm.
I kept telling her, I was like, hell, it's the girl's boyfriend. I kept saying those words. Mm-hmm. The girl I took on a date, and she said, yeah, she's like, yeah, he's just mad that he didn't. He was like, she was like, no, they're engaged. They were engaged. And I was like, I never told you that. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I knew. I just called him the boyfriend, but it was fiance.
Yeah.
And he corrected it. And I was like, ooh.
Motherfucker pissed.
Yeah.
You took on.
Yeah, that's my. But no, but he wasn't mad at me or nothing. He was cool.
That's
insane.
He was confused, and then it was cool because so my uncle had passed away. And my mom was like, "Oh yeah, your uncle got some. He gonna take care of him." And then he named a couple other people that was around me. That I was like, "Damn, I got. Y'all better not mess with me. I got a crew with me. I got shooters with me. They'll haunt the shit out of you. Fuck with me."
I think I've said this once on the pod already, but I learned truly. I've never had like an actual interaction like that affected me besides like the orbs and shit like that. Whatever. Yeah. I started dating my wife. And we went and we got an apartment. So we got an apartment and shit, and I was terrible at home. I never cleaned a single fucking thing in my life. Swear to God, I was just like, basically like she was my mom. She would just pick up from or whatever. And we got into this massive fucking fight. There was dishes in the sink and whatever else, and I cleaned all the dishes out of anger because I was like, fuck you. I'm going to clean these fucking dishes.
Right.
I'm going to show you I'm doing shit. Then I went and watched an episode of Dexter or two. I come back through the kitchen, and all the plates are back in the sink. Perfectly clean. They're in the sink. And I was like, what the fuck? I lost my mind, bro.
Yeah.
I lost my mind. I was like, why would you put them in the dirty sink? I used to work at a restaurant. I know that is now dirty. That is dirty. She's like, you're a fucking moron. Why do you think I would take dirty dishes out? And I'm going off. I'm like, don't play stupid. Don't play stupid. She's like, oh, it must be Toby? I remember something, but it just says his name. And I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Toby? And she goes, you might want to sit down for this one. And she told me that growing up as a kid, they used to take a bunch of stuff from antique shops and all this other stuff. And they found out that potentially one of the things that they picked up that they still don't know that actually got traveled with her and attached to her was a little kid that just likes to play around and hide stuff and likes to cause little ruckus. And so that was my first encounter with it. And I'm like, that's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Right.
And the next occurrence I had on that, I bought her 2 packs of cigarettes, set them on the counter. 30 minutes later, them cigarettes disappeared, and I'm like, where the fuck are they gone? There's like, it's like the counter was up against the wall.
Yeah,
It couldn't have gone to a crack or anything like that. She didn't take them. Never found the cigarettes.
Toby also
Never.
has a terrible smoking habit.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, he
terrible.
was sucking them down, dude.
That's funny. No, that stuff is real though. I mean, like, it's hard because there's so many naysayers and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I believe it when kids do it. My niece is like 5, and she'll talk about my dog passed away, and she'll be like, "He still pees in my room." And then she walked past something and pointed at a picture when she was really young, and it was my grandpa, and she knew who he was, and she never met him. And I'm like, that's when you start to believe
Damn, that would've
stuff
hit,
like that.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That would have hit.
That's
Yeah, you be
crazy.
like,
God damn, that would have
Yeah.
hit like a motherfucker. I would start tearing up and be like,
you be
don't
like,
even know
wow,
him,
you
bro.
know, you ain't never met him. He was gone 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, so it'd be stuff like that that makes me be like, okay, there's so much unanswered, and there's no way as a world will ever know, and there's no way. So you just gotta be open to the idea of all possibilities. That's what like I get irritated with religion because it tries to tie a bow on everything.
Yeah.
like it's like, oh, we're all gonna go to heaven. We're not,
Can't cross-platform none of that.
Like it's like, okay, well, we all have to. I think the reason why religion is important is because it's a belief, it's a faith, and that means to believe in something there has to be opposite beliefs. So that's why it's so strong to believe in something. But I'm not naive to think that that's the only possibility, but there's so many possibilities of simulation, of all that, of afterlife, of recreation, or what's that
Dog,
called?
the path we're on,
Reincarnation.
bro, we're
Yeah,
gonna fuck around and
reincarnation.
not have no religion at all, and the
Yeah.
technology is gonna get so crazy that we're about to be like on our deathbed and get shot back
I'd
to
be
our
like-
fucking 20s.
I'd be like, let people just do what they do and believe what they say. I'm not gonna doubt you for anything. But back to, I want to tell a funny story.
Hit me with it.
about seances and stuff.
Hit me with it.
This is, oh, man, I've never told this story.
Oh.
This is good. This is my mom's favorite story.
Oh, hit us with the
Okay,
mom
so-
fairy story. What's your mom's name?
Laura.
Laura. Shout out Laura.
Yeah, so my mom wanted me to tell this story on stage for years. I've never known how.
Definitely gotta work this out. I'm excited.
Okay. So I was raised the way I was raised, where I know stuff, right?
Right.
When I was 14, I worked at a haunted house, okay, in Stowe, Ohio, in Hudson Haunted
Like
House.
one of the Halloween.
Yeah, like
things?
Halloween
Okay.
haunted house, right?
Okay.
And at the end of the year, they do a lock-in where they let all the actors stay the night. They got to get permission from, because we're all 14, 15, between 14 to 17. All of us are actors. We're all part of school acting. We're all at the place acting. You get volunteer hours. You don't get paid. So we go to this lock-in, and me and my best friend were the only like kind of not hood, but like regular out of like inner city kids.
Yeah.
So we're at the haunted house. It's like 3 a.m. The kids, there was always like a myth that there was haunted like the house was actually haunted. And so they wanted to do a seance in one of the haunted house rooms. So they shut off all the lights and they get some candles, and it's like 30 kids pile up in this room and they start doing a seance.
Holy shit.
Right.
Oh boy.
None of them know that
You can see that
I've
shit.
done this shit, right? I've been in seances with my mom. At this point, I already seen a dead body, right? Like I'm 13, so I think I'm.
This is 2 years
Yeah,
after,
I'm like
bro.
14. Like I
You're
know.
in this shit.
So they start doing this seance, and they're calling the boy's name out that they think that the name is, and they're yelling all this stuff, and they're like, oh, we start feeling something, and mind you, these are all actors. These are all people that are in a haunted house that act. Okay. They're in plays. They're 14 to 17.
Right.
They love drama.
Right.
And they start doing the seance, and then they started they're like, oh, I can feel him. He's here. So they start doing the Lord's Prayer chanting off like 20, 30 of them, doing the Lord's Prayer or whatever. And I don't even know it at this. I don't know what it is. And I'm religious. I don't even know it. And they're doing it. And I'm just like, okay. And so there's a boy sitting there, and he starts shaking. His name's Russell. So Russell's shaking. He's like, He's possessing me right now. He's possessing me, guys. I can feel him. He's possessing my hand. He's like, Timmy's in my hand. So he starts attacking himself with his hand. He's like, and the girl jumps across the room and she's like, I'll save you. And she wrestles his hand down to the thing and she's fighting. She's like, someone throw some water on him. And he's like, I can't control it. I can't control it. So they're in this room fighting. And there's like 2 people holding down this boy's arm. It's 2 girls and shit. They're wrestling this little 17-year-old boy's thing. And like he's like, oh no, I can't. He's trying to smack their ass because it's a kid ghost. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to get some touches. He ain't never got no pussy before. So he's trying to. So they end it and they're all dramatic, crying and shit. I said, man, that shit's fake. And they're like, it's not fake. We felt him. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
That's why my mom came and I was like, I got a car. She's like, I'm sorry. I said, man, this is some bullshit. And I told her the story. And she laughed so hard. And every time we're talking about girls, she's like, tell the story of the boy who
I'm possessed.
I'm like, why would he just possess your hand, bro? Like, that's it? He just like, I'm going to touch some titties. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to use? His head was shaking so hard. I'm like, he came out, he was all like, shook it. I'm like, bro, I fucking hate white people.
Shook it.
This dude across sat there all the time like, this man, is he touching ass right now?
And I was like, bro.
Is he groping these women with the fake possession?
And I never tell that story, but it's my mom. I'm talking about my mom's favorite story. She loves that shit.
That's so funny.
Because I knew that it wasn't like they didn't do
clearly fake.
Yeah.
You've
and
been
I'm
through
like,
the shit. That's so good.
I'm like, that's not how they possess.
You gotta follow that up with the mom with the hunting story for sure, because it shows proof of what you've been through and what your mom's been through, and then you come along with that one. You're like,
don't know.
I had my own situation.
It's
too.
funny, like the story, but like I don't know where the punchline is for it. It's just like I would have to try. Like she wanted me to do it when I first started. I didn't know how to tell stories, but now I probably could tell it. It's probably good enough. Is that?
That was good, bro.
That was pretty good into stories.
My man Timmy.
How's my act out? Is it? That's how I need to work on act
when you
out.
did it, I was like, oh shit, I might have to jump on it real quick.
Bro, he just he yelling. It was so like, if I wish people could see the shit I've dealt with. And it's just man, I wish I could. That's why I want to be a director, like, and just like.
Is that what you actually want?
I would love to be an actor, but like directing, I started to kind of get interested in just because I can see things like visions of movies that I would want.
Right, okay.
And that would be the funniest scene of just like a fake seance and the kid, like,
That's
and the kid possessing.
Kind of like a haunted house.
It's just comedy, scary movie shit.
Yeah.
It was so funny, and I don't know if anyone like for me to know it. Like before I die, I have to let people know that this is what happened at one point.
So good.
Kids you went to that school, they're gonna be like, motherfucker.
Man, he'd be so mad. I don't know. He probably killed himself, or he probably sued himself by now.
Suey.
Yeah, he sued.
Ordered some suey.
Ordered some
He
suey.
probably
dog.
edit it to that where I just said that. See, he probably sued himself. He definitely sued himself with a side of wontons.
Good, dude. That's good.
But no, he
Crab ragoons.
Bro,
That's-
when I'm telling you the fight, like I can't do it because I have mics, but she was fighting his hand, like he was attacking himself, and I'm like, bro, this ain't doing shit.
I think the funniest part in that whole deal is that not only was he faking this thing to faking this, but when they were hiding the hand,
Bro,
he was fighting them, actually trying to get ass.
Yeah.
Fighting them, trying to get the ass stand. He wasn't even fighting. He was even faking. He's just like, give me the fucking
Right.
They're like, this ghost is crazy. He
Yeah,
snatched my pussy.
Right. They don't blame Russell at all. Like he's just, I'm so sorry that he did that. It's not you, Russell. We know.
He was the victim.
Okay.
Russell was the victim.
He the victim all of a sudden. Like they blaming Timmy. He got away with the shit. I'm mad as fuck. I'm like, yo, bro, that's a whole predator. He got away with blaming a ghost. That's
Russell
crazy.
got a whole GoFundMe
That's funny.
account
That's
now.
the punchline. That's the punchline. Actually,
There
it is. Write that down. That's the joke. I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna use that because that's the punchline. He got away with it. He got they
free fondle.
they tell the story. They're like, I was sexually assaulted by a ghost. They be like, what a story.
Russell goes, I tell you, man, that ghost was just crazy.
So powerful.
I don't even like women. Okay, all right, Russ.
Ended up with a GoFundMe account after
I
that.
shouldn't have used his real name.
like gave his last name away.
But it would have to be a dude named Russell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe the hell out of a Russell. For sure. If you would've said like
Fucking
Toby, I'm
Russell.
like, all right, come on, this one
Yeah.
might be a little fake.
No, his name was
Russell's
Russell.
for real. But no, we realized on the stage. That's what I was like when we were originally going to have you on a little while ago. The scheduling didn't work out well, but we knew when we saw you live, we are like, okay, the stories that this man holds is something that is really good.
Thank you.
Capture for sure.
I want to get my whole show to where it's just stories, and obviously
very much so
I
could.
can, and it's just hard. It's scary because I'm not quite the headliner yet where I'm doing an hour where that people know me yet.
Right.
You have to gain the fan base first. So when doing 30, you have to position it to where you get people to like you first. But if I got, and that's what Jay always tells me, he's like, dude, if you start telling stories, he said, bruh, it's
Basketball court.
I know,
sorry.
right? Yeah. He's like, if you start telling stories the way I tell Jay like so many stories,
Right.
and even my boy in Atlanta be like, bro, you got a story for everything, and I really do. Like I could tell a story about any topic because it's just I've dealt with
Right.
it. I've lived with it.
Right.
I've had 37 jobs. I've
37
had 37. I'm
jobs?
28, and I quit working at 25.
What's the worst one you had?
Rent a center.
Oh, I worked there.
Yeah,
I was
worked at
assistant manager.
Why?
I was just too big. I knocked over someone's fucking picture frame and it broke, and it was like that had a sentimental value. I said, bitch, is from Dollar General, and she's
This
like,
is family.
this gonna.
I was just too fucking big.
I was like, how much you want? Like, we got to pay them for that. So she was like, how much? I was like, how much you want for it? And she was like, how much is the dryer, bitch? First of all, like,
How much is the dryer?
like you,
so
you.
good. How much is the
See,
dryer?
how much I owe in the dryer? I was like, oh, I fucking hate it here. That, and then I worked at a job for a day.
One day.
This is my best friend's favorite
Actually, I
story.
did that shit too.
Do we got time? I can still talk? Okay.
Yeah. We're just running. We're running until we're done.
My best friend's favorite story. He tells everybody this story. It was my first big boy job. I was 18. I'd only worked jobs where I worked 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? I was a
Right.
kid. So my first time working a 12-hour shift. That's not easy. I'm still, at this time, 400 pounds.
Okay.
So I worked, it's a 12-hour job at a factory at Rubbermaid, right?
Okay.
And my job was maintenance of sweeping, right? So they tell you, they're like, hey, sweep all the debris up of the factory and then come see us when you're done. So I do it all, sweep it all up, throw it in the trash, and come back 4 hours later. Like, okay, that should have took you all day. I said, well, it didn't. They said, do it again. I said, all right, bet. So I do it again, right? I come back 4 hours later. I'm like, okay, I'm done again. What now? They're like, do it again. So I do it for like 2 hours. I'm already just 10 hours in my shift. I talked to my boy who used to have the job. He's like, bro, just find somewhere to hide. Like, just chill, relax the last 2 hours. So I go to the bathroom, right? And I go in the stall and I go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Hour before my shift ends, the boss comes in. He bang on the door. He's like, hey, Chris, what you doing? I was like, huh? He was like, what are you doing in there? I was like, nothing. He was like, are you sleeping? I was like, no. He was like, why are your shoes off?
Why are your shoes on?
And I was like, yeah, I was asleep. He was like, all right, come to my office, and he fired me on the spot.
Yeah.
God damn. You did the job 3 times over and got fired. You took a nap on it.
Yeah, so that's, my friend loves telling people that
That's
story.
awesome.
Yeah.
I realized the one job that I did, one of my best friends at the time hooked me up with it because his dad was a supervisor there, and it was a plastics job where you cut off all the hot molding plastic off of like the child car seats and everything. But you had this nice knife and everything that you were able to do it with. And so we were in the middle of doing it. I went on the hardest line, and everybody was like, fuck that line, I don't want to do it. I went and did it, and I killed it, and I was like, this shit's fucking cake work. I don't know why it's so hard for everybody. I realized why it was so hard for everybody when I was a smoker at that time. I went outside and smoked with everybody, and I saw the crew that I was with, and there was about a collection of like maybe 8 people with 4 teeth total. And I was like, dog, I was like, this is like bottom barrel shit right here. This is like, I got 14 felonies and I can't get a job anywhere else. And I walked back in there, and he was like, you're doing really good. You're going to be well here. And I was like, no, the fuck I ain't. He was like, why? And I was like, you better enjoy this day with an easy day because I'm not coming back tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right.
what?
That's funny.
I couldn't do it. I saw my future in front of me, and I was like, hell the fuck no.
Hell
I was like,
the
I know
fuck.
I can get money somewhere else that's a little more appealing for myself.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
That's how I knew. I worked at Walmart. I knew that I wasn't gonna ever have like a high educated job because they have at Walmart they have team meetings every shift, and they have someone sing the Walmart song or whatever.
What?
No fucking chance. Sing that bitch right now.
It's man, all they do is it's like they clap, like everyone clapping.
We'll
they
clap
like,
for you right here.
They be like, give me a W.
Wait, what?
No
give
way.
me an A.
Oh my god.
Give me an L. Give me an M. Give me an A. Give me an R. Give me a T. Walmart. And then everyone's just that's what they do, right?
No.
And they asked me, they were like, "Oh, Chris, you want to do it?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" And I spelled Walmart wrong, and I knew right then. I said, "Oh yeah, I got to be a comedian because I ain't finna get no good job." But I said, "Give me a W. Give me an A. Give me an M." They was like M, and I was like, "Oh, Walmart." Yeah, I said, "Oh yeah."
I said, "What the fuck?" And he goes,
I thought we spelled Walmart.
I said, my bad. I got nervous. You know what I'm saying? You put a lot of pressure on the guy.
"That's fucking hilarious, dog."
That's how I knew. I said, oh, yeah, you ain't finna be
It's
anywhere.
like Kroger's. You put that S behind Kroger's.
Yeah.
I saw you rub your eye back there. You were pissed as soon as I said that.
That's funny. No,
Right, so on this podcast, we have it to where when we get to the end, we have cracking questions where our fans send us questions and everything, whether it's any kind of question. And whenever we have a guest on, we don't take questions from the fans. Instead, we shoot it directly to the guest. Okay. One question you got for the Boogered Up goons here, whether it's dirty, clean, anywhere in between, whatever question you got, give us your cracking question.
So I ask y'all.
You ask a cracking question to us. After you get that out of your system.
Ooh.
We've had some good ones lately. Don't fuck it up.
Okay.
It's not that easy, is it?
No, it's a good one. Do you guys all have your parents?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we all what?
Have your parents?
Yeah.
Are you guys all married or in relationships?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You single? Sucker. Fucking loser.
10 years. Tied up for like 2 weeks.
I've been single 10 years. I
fucking
just got in a
loser.
relationship. I can talk shit now.
Because I'm all...
Okay. All of your parents
Uh-huh.
have a gun to their head. The only way you save them is the three of you fuck. Are you doing it?
The three of us?
Yep.
Fuck?
Like
Each
a
other.
threesome?
Now, what does fucking mean? Gay ways?
Penetration in some kind of way.
asshole?
Penetration in some
Does
kind
it
of way.
have to be two assholes or just
Penetration.
one person's asshole?
Do they
So
only
we
have
could
2
just-
valid holes?
So we can just all be sucking each other's pee-pees.
That's
Yeah, for
oral
sure.
sex.
The 696.
Would you rather take it in the ass or take it in the mouth?
Can I give him a hand job?
Yeah, I mean, you could let your parents go. That's still an option. you're me like, okay, who's taking
Man,
what?
look, dog, I love my parents. Show
You
some love.
you can let them go.
I'm like, how are we going to work this out, guys? Wait, hold on. Does everybody have to agree to this?
Do we all have to get penetrated?
What do you mean? Yeah, we have to agree.
Well, like, if you don't
Wait.
agree, does all of our parents die?
No, I'm taking. Okay.
It's consent. You have to have consent.
Well, I'm saying that, but
Yeah,
like,
if Nick doesn't consent,
if he
just his
doesn't
parents
do it,
die.
everybody's parents die. So we have to like.
So
pitch
if
a
one
sale to
person
him.
backs
yeah,
out-
you went,
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you, man.
Yeah.
Damn it. You could have just said no.
Do we all have to get
This
penetrated, or
together.
can just Nick tug both of us off and we call that?
It's not a tug because that's not penetration.
You got to penetrate a mouth or a.
It's a
butt.
threesome. Whatever a threesome would happen if you was with 2 girls, it's just with the 3 of y'all. But penetration.
Just the
has to
3 of
happen.
us. Taylor ain't even in it.
God damn.
Fuck it, all 4 of y'all. I forced some now.
That was an
You get fucked
orgy.
up. No, we'll keep Taylor out of it. You don't get no
Thank
camera
God, 'cause I was
time.
about to say one side of that. I don't know if Taylor will say it, but there's an inside joke.
So
Can you put
I'm just
in?
saying, like, how old are y'all
inside
parents? They've lived a good life.
40 something.
Oh damn, that's
Yeah,
it.
they're
How old
still
are you?
young. 24.
Oh wow. Okay.
My mom was fucking when she was young.
Yeah.
I would say my
No,
parents.
the girl I'm dating, her grandma's younger than my mom.
He said his answer to it was yeah. I was like, what? Yeah, we about to negotiate. We about to talk this out.
If so,
We
who
can
gets
rock,
what?
paper, scissors for who gets penetrated.
Ooh, do it right now.
Who gets penetrated? Why
Yep.
don't we just
Nope. You got
No,
now.
why
That's
would-
the way.
no, we-
Nobody wants to volunteer first.
Hey,
Nobody wants to volunteer first
okay,
before we do this.
bubblegum in a dish. How many? How many?
Which one of us is the
don't have to
bitch?
take it in a pooper, brother. We can just all enjoy one time. We just like.
I don't like the rock paper scissors. Can we draw straws?
Can we draw stuff?
Yeah, which one of you's got the biggest straw?
That's the least I have
How
to
about
think.
y'all do it? I'll cheer
That's-
you on then. How about that? It's a threesome. I could.
No,
cheer,
you
right?
can't cuck.
You can't
Can I
cut.
get gripped up?
No.
Penetration.
He's holding on.
Pen.
Everybody's
Atration.
going
So it's like
inside
human
somebody.
centipede shit.
Oh,
No,
what?
It's got to be. Everybody's got to do something together.
everyone has to do something.
Everybody's getting something in and going.
Cody Ray
Does this match the other good questions you've had?
So Cody Ray can be on the.
This is good.
Travis could be on the bottom.
No chance in hell.
No, listen. Hear me out. You're on the bottom. Cody Ray can, sit on your cock.
And everyone has to finish.
And
I'm
I will.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, and I will throat fuck you. Laying sideways on you.
just saying.
Hey man, if you just want to sue yourself, I'll let you do that also. That's an option
fuck
too.
my buddy in the ass and get throat fucked at the same time.
Yeah, you can let your parents go, man.
If that's the opportunity, if that's
Look,
what's on my table,
bro,
It won't be bad, bro,
Hold
I
on,
promise.
if you let him go, you got the Ouija board. You could talk to him again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ma, I'm sorry I couldn't do it.
That's a good callback.
I know I'm really good at callback. People don't know I am a star.
I think we're negotiating that for sure. I think we're talking it out.
We need to know. Let's do something. Bubblegum.
Are you trying to find out how we're gonna do it?
Yeah.
Right,
We need an
three-way
answer.
lock.
I'm saying we just all suck each other's penises, brother. Look.
So you do
nobody
his,
knows
he
a
does
penis
his,
better
he
than
does
a
yours.
guy.
So what's the order then?
What's the order? Who
Is
does
it going to
who?
be like a giant, like we're sitting in like a...
I saw him suck a banana on that grapefruit episode. He's sucking my penis for sure. He's sucking.
You watched that and you think you want him?
I'm gonna
doing
tell
that
you
to
right now, I'm not bringing that same intensity to that.
All right, thanks for watching the podcast show. We hope we've entertained. Next week.
fucking hilarious, bro.
Next week.
Yeah, that's a wild one. That's a wild one.
That's a good question.
I think we all would end up.
I guess the
finding
three-way oral wouldn't be bad.
He's like, honestly, we should just do that shit. Honestly, we should just
some-
try.
Have to be involved in that shit?
Can we just do that?
Make our bond stronger, you know what I mean?
Oh fucking Christ!
Shoot
Good
that
one.
baby.
I told
off.
you,
That was a good one. Yeah.
I got you.
Are we running good on time? We good? We ready to tap? All right. Let us know where we can find you on social media for the people that are listening and watching.
Man, thank you. Chris Harvey Comedy. Chris Harvey Comedy. That's on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Tinder, whatever you got. TikTok, YouTube.
Hey, you're single. You're not single.
Oh, you're right. Damn, I got to get used to it. No lie. I forgot I was single. I was at a show. I had to tell her. I was at a show, and this girl was like kind of flirting with me at the show, and I was like, afterwards, I was like, ooh, I got to see where that girl went. I said, ooh, I got a girlfriend. I got to quit. I forgot that I can't be that guy. I got to be loyal. I got to put that back in the hoose. I'll be
you gotta pull it out anymore.
I know it sucks, man. I like
that honey back in the pocket.
It sucks already. He's been in this bitch 2 weeks and he can't even fuck around after.
No, you know what? It's a dope relation. Like she's dope.
Put
She's
that
funny.
honey back in the pocket.
She's funny.
A round of applause for finding that
Yeah.
relationship.
Hey man, she's funny
Not
too,
Cody
man.
Ray. Quick clap.
Chris Harvey Comedy on all social media. I got shows everywhere. Come check me out.
Where's your next ones?
I'm in Detroit this weekend,
Hell
and
yeah.
then I'm in Ohio after that, Lorraine. So,
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Lorraine's a lot closer to
Yeah,
us
it's not bad.
than like
not-
going to Cleveland.
Is it?
it's a little bit, about an hour,
They drive recklessly.
about an hour, something like that. It's not bad.
Crazy, bro.
Look
All right,
my-
man. I appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thank you for your time, bro. Appreciate
Well, I'll
it.
come back anytime. This is dope, man. I appreciate y'all. This was fun.
We'll get a door up there next
You
time.
get
Yeah,
better
yeah.
do
He said beforehand that he wasn't coming at all because
They let me.
the most ghetto
middle
this
of it,
set
he
has
ain't come
been.
No, but they let me be the star, and I just need to talk sometimes. Okay, I just really just miss my ex. Okay, I just don't tell my girl that. Man, there's so much I could talk about. Man, you sure you don't want to keep this going? I got 3 more stories right now. Okay,
Hit it, no, I'm about to say hit it, go.
what can we really?
Yeah, hit it.
Okay, bet. I'm about to be like Jay Hunter. We better be here for 3
Everybody
hours.
listening goes, oh, all right, we're buckling up for another one real quick.
Yeah,
Hit us
so
with-
it's like a podcast, but like you guys, so it's like people listen to it. How long are we at right now?
Hour and a half.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, send us out with a good story.
yeah. We'll get a good one out here.
Our listeners don't have the longest attention span.
Look at Nick, bro.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah.
That's
Look at-
our.
I
This
know,
is our
that's
viewers.
tough.
That's our demo. Right
This
there
is our
demo.
demographic.
You ever see a gold
Okay,
fish in a tank, bro?
I'll tell.
That's Nick.
I'll tell. It's kind of long, but like it has a lot of punches. Is that all right?
Hit it.
Yeah.
Okay, MMA. Is that cool?
Yeah.
You guys know about mixed martial arts? Did you know I fought?
Did you fight? You fought professional?
I fought amateur.
Okay.
I fought
What was your
MMA.
record?
0-2. Okay. All right, fuck y'all. I should have told this story. So I fought super heavyweight. I fought super heavyweight division,
Yeah.
which is 265 and up. I'm the up, right? So I fought a dude who no one would fight. He had 5 backouts. So that means people signed a contract and then didn't show up. He was 6'6", 300 pounds, all muscle, no cap. Like, he was huge.
Holy shit, you fought Kimbo Slice.
He was white, but he was like a dog, ripped, just shredded. And the fight promotion was like, hey, Chris, you can back out. It's okay. Like, make sure you look at the picture before you say yes. I look at the picture. I said, bro, that's just a man. I'll fight him. I'm not scared.
Hell yeah.
So dude have been training. So he accepts it. We talk. I go, hey, man, I want to sell this fight out. Let's fucking promote it. It's our first fight. So we're talking shit online. And there's a stream, a thread of people commenting, right? People like, he's gonna die. It's gonna be blood all over the cage.
Oh my God.
And I comment on his status like, I'm not gonna hurt him that bad, right? So people are going off like, there's gonna be blood all over the cage. And I'm like, I'm not gonna hurt him that bad, bro. It's gonna be good. You'll be all right. So they do. There's a Tapology page where it's like MMA stuff. They do a vote, and they had me winning 74% of votes.
What?
Right? So they were saying I was going to beat this dude.
Damn, okay.
And I'm doing fight videos, like being goofy, like being funny. And so we show up for the fight the day of. We get moved, because it's our first fight, we get moved to co-main event.
No, whoa.
So there's 1,000 people at this fight.
Holy shit.
$25, $35 tickets, right? 1,000 people at this fight. We get moved to co-main event.
Your first fight.
My first fight.
You promoted it that much, you went co-main.
Hey, that's
event.
good
Co-main
promotion,
event,
baby.
That's hell yeah, dog.
Co-main event.
Okay.
I come out to my own song. I did a rap song called Chris Harvey, where I just say Chris Harvey. Chris Harvey. Chris Harvey. I come out to that, right? That's my walkout music. I'm wearing a Winnie Pooh blanket as a cape. Right? I'm dancing on my way out. Now, prior to this, you have to be there for 10 hours to do like check-ins and all that.
Yeah, weigh-ins and stuff.
And so the doctor they're worried that I'm 480 pounds. They're worried that I'm not going to pass the blood pressure test. They said it was the best blood pressure out of any fighter they've had on the promotion.
No shit.
They said I was so calm. I'm making everybody laugh. I'm chilling. They're like, bro, you better fight a massive man. Not worried at all. Right?
I love that for you.
Like, we were
Yeah.
trying to help you by checking your blood pressure.
Yeah, they're trying to help. And they're like, he's good. And they're like, even the guy was like, you're good. I'm good. So they
How
were
many
worried.
times did they check it?
They checked it 3 times. Everyone else was just once. I said, why you keep checking it? They're like, we thought the machine was broken.
Sure, dude.
So we go to fight. Everyone in my corner, red corner, loses. And they all blame me because I made them laugh all day, right? So I'll say the main event guy, he won. He won his fight after me. But then he just won the Bellator championship. So he's legit bantamweight. His name's Patchy Mix. He was on the same fight card as me. This is my little brag.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So anyway, so I go into the cage. My friends are all comedians at this time. They bet me that I wouldn't Super Saiyan. Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah.
So I'm in the crowd. I'm in this thing. They call my name Chris Harvey. And I go, right? Completely yell it. And like the place goes crazy or whatever. He's across from me, just like pacing. He does this Superman jump and lands like a superhero. His knees touch the top of the cage. That's how high he jumped.
Holy shit.
That's how, I'm not lying. That's how high he jumped, right?
Oh.
They close the gate and I go, oh, I'm fucked. Right?
This real life.
So they start the fight. Boom, I'm fighting him. I throw a punch. I hit him. He's acting scared. He throws a leg kick. Boom, picks me I kind of go in the air, hits me with another one. I dance around. I see that he's kind of like running from me, so I run after him and start swinging. And he drops and picks me up, slams me, and just starts cranking. Just boom.
He picked you
boom.
up at 480, is it? Just 460?
Picked me up and slammed me.
Holy
Whole
shit.
place, So he starts cranking me. Boom, boom, boom. Broke nose. I tap out. 32 seconds, he wins, right?
Uh-huh.
I get up. I look down, there's blood everywhere. I'm standing up. In the comment section, they said something about that they were going to have to clean up the cage with a mop and bucket. And that's when I said that I would have hurt him that bad. I look up and they're carrying a mop and bucket up the cage because there's so much blood.
Oh my
that they couldn't. They have doctors doing the ice thing on me.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
nose is fucked. It is all to the side. And he's getting the thing and I'm clapping like, give it up for him. Give it up for him. He won fighter of the night.
That's hilarious.
Holy shit.
Hilarious.
I leave. I go to leave. They have to rush me to the hospital because I lost so much blood. I gained so much fucking rep from that. They were like, "You fought the best. This dude kicks people. Was breaking legs and fucking training and stuff."
What's this guy's name?
Kyle McLean. That was his name. It's a fucking. So he. I have a picture. I'll send you if you need it.
Please send a picture. Of this guy.
He comes. They all greet me. They all make sure I'm okay. But the lady, the hospital lady's like, "Everyone, stop real quick. I have a question." And people don't know I'm missing my front tooth. And she didn't. She said, "Were you missing your front tooth before the fight?" I was like, "Yes," but she was so nervous. So they get fired than that, all that stuff. A month later, look at my. You know how like Facebook, you don't see request messages.
Right. Yeah.
I look at my request messages and it was a message from a lady saying, "Don't fight him. He put my husband in a paraplegic state in a bar fight."
Oh my God.
And I lost my husband from this. This man is a maniac. And I was like, thank God I didn't read this before the fight.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so that's my MMA story. How was that? Is that a good one?
Yeah, bro. Holy shit.
I didn't know you were that much into MMA. But my God.
Oh yeah, I fought, and then the second dude I fought was a meatball, and he hit me with 12 haymakers in a row, and they called it
You put your fucking hands up?
they called it a standing knockout, and that's how I lost.
Oh
I lost in 52 seconds on the second fight.
Hey, that's improvement.
Okay,
12
did you
12
train in
haymakers in
MMA?
52
I
seconds?
trained for the first fight. I trained a month.
Wait, hold on. Prior to that, did you do any training?
No, not at all.
You trained. You didn't have a single fucking second training MMA, and you got co-main event.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
only trained for a month.
I trained for a month, yeah, and I got
for a guy that had 5 fucking people leave because they're like, this guy's too fucking scary.
Yeah, and I
You're a fucking maniac.
I got a. Oh, people don't know I'm crazy as fuck. I got a concussion during my training, and so I didn't do full training. This was Kyle McLean.
Dog, you know that Tom Hardy movie where it's a fucking fighter? This looks like the fighter dude that's Tom Hardy when he's all pissed off and he dislocates his fucking arm.
Oh, wow.
He's got the tribal sleeve on his arm and everything,
He
too.
says, do I just send it to him? Or do I show the? You want to show the camera?
Send that to us. Send
Okay,
us on
okay.
the page and shit. Awesome. That's fucking hilarious.
Holy
dog.
shit. That's yeah.
Wow.
He was so nice. Honestly, he was. He's such a nice guy. Like
He saw you after the fight and was like, "How you doing,
No,
man?" You're
because-
like, "I'm good."
he,
All right.
his whole team checked on me after the hospital. They really, because no one would fight him, so he couldn't get any other fights.
Right.
So until you're a record,
Get another fucking fight after.
he fought 3 times. The dude he fought after me was like an actual asshole, and so he was 7 foot 500 pounds, and it was a big dude. He beat him in 32 seconds. He tore the dude's ACL and broke his optimal bone and his jaw.
Holy shit.
He was 7 foot.
And so
He
that
hit
dude,
him that hard.
and then he had a third fight. I think he went 3-0, and then he lost his last fight because he got poked in the eye and he tore his retina and he can't fight no more. Oh, I know, right?
Bro, that was a white Kimbo slice for real.
Bro, he was like 33 maybe, so it was at the end. You have to fight.
Yeah, pretty early.
You have to fight a lot to be able to go pro. You have to do at least 5 fights. So after you're 35, you can only fight 35-year-olds. So he was trying to get in. He was good.
Man, that's crazy. But that was a great story.
Yeah, bro,
seriously.
that was
I'm glad
awesome.
I'm glad we got one more story.
Fuck
That's like
yeah.
one of my favorite stories.
Dude,
I've told
I
it a
love
couple
that.
times.
Such a good storyteller, man. Everybody, if you see him in your fucking town or near your town, please make sure you're traveling out because you're gonna have a fucking blast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for your
guys.
time,
I
bro.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
Guys,
you.
make sure you're subscribing on YouTube, downloading on the episodes. We're going to have one episode this week. This one's probably going to come out on Monday, I'd say. So if you already got the notification on Friday, we ain't having an episode. We're only doing one. We will catch you guys, though, next week. Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks.
Hey, Nick.
What?
Shut up!